To all of the Drake fans, to all of the Drake fans who believed in him, to the Drake fans who lived through him, to the light-skinned brothers and the light-skinned sisters who heard your wants and your needs in his music, he just quit on y'all. Damn, guys, I'm late, man. My apologies. I've been on top of this whole time, but Drake dropped. We're gonna get straight into it. To all of the people that's been commenting on my videos, it's not a lot of you, but the people who are doing it, I appreciate it so much. Like, I say this in like every video. I'm a really small channel right now. I'm just getting into it. So I appreciate every single comment. I appreciate every sub. So if you're liking the videos and you think I should do more, please like the video. Leave suggestions in the comments. I can't be on top of everything. I'm not the shade room. So, you know, I need you guys to like help me out. With no further ado, Drake dropped Heart Part 6.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First,
I'm not gonna lie. If Drake's taking that a Kendrick approach to really get more into the personality, I think we need another round from Kendrick.
So where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get and get stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information.
Hold up. 2 bars ago, this nigga just said, everybody feeding you information is clowns, and then said, we fed you the information. Alright, bro. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say it off rip. I have a Kendrick bias. I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm also a Drake fan. In this, I'm leaning more towards Kendrick because I do appreciate rappers who have, who make music with meaning. And not to say Drake doesn't do that. I've listened to a lot of Drake albums, so I know that them album cuts really hit. Kendrick tends to stand more moralistically in music and making music for a purpose more than just for entertainment. So I lean more towards Kendrick. So far, this Drake shit's...
11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild.
I don't think that's Tito. I do hate this narrative that, like, when you're in a relationship with a person, they need to follow you on every single social media platform, or your relationship is destitute for failure. I think she could not follow Kendrick, being as they have kids together, you know? Like, I don't think she has to follow him. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Like, maybe she was never following him. I've never seen anything where it's like, oh, she was following him and then unfollowed him. If I'm wrong, comment section. But I'm just saying, like, I hate that I hate that narrative.
Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. Don't leave no fucking pictures under my kids' fucking... Don't leave no hearts under my kids' pictures. I feel Drake on that one. Hey, stop playing with my kids, Dave. I don't know who Dave is. I just learned about this nigga, but don't be leaving no hearts under my kids' pictures. I'll kill you.
Let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected.
You expected a nigga to take the Epstein angle? Alright, come on. Bro, what are we talking about? How do you expect a nigga to take the Epstein angle? We can argue this shit all day. There is no way in any of the beefs we seen Drake in that at any point anybody was like, oh, use the pedophile angle. No one was thinking, and there's no way Drake anticipated being called a pedo. There is no way Drake anticipated being called a pedo. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. No way. No way. Cap.
And dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing.
Bro, what? Bro, what? Did that happen? Did that happen? Bro, what? Yeah, alright, listen. Alright, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Drake for taking that angle, because at this point, everything is off. All the gloves is off, the shoes is off, the socks is off. Everything's off. Everything's off limit. I mean, everything's a go at this point. But I don't know if victim blaming is the route you want to go. I don't know how that works. I think the trauma of black men is really important and really a subject that's not being talked about enough, especially when we start talking about those type of acts. Like, black men need to start speaking up more, and then you're talking about a black man who's willing to talk about his trauma in real life, and you're using that as a way to... I don't like that narrative. I do not.
This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body by my...
Hey, this nigga... Yo, Drake, you can't... It sounds like you're trying to cop deuces, bro. It sounds like you're trying to cop deuces right now. It sounds like you're trying to be like, you know what? I don't even want to do this no more. You're doing too much. Like, this is too much. What? Nigga, what?
I'm a ride, carry, play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed, and now they...
Hey, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. It sounds like Drake wrote this himself. And if this is what Drake sounds like when he writes himself, let the nigga get the ghostwriters. If this is what Drake sounds like when he writes himself, give him the ghostwriters. All of the ghostwriters. Give him the ghostwriters, the vampire writers, the zombie writers. Give him all the writers he needs. Give him Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden. Give him Twitter. Give him Facebook. Give him all the Instagram comments. This isn't good. This is not good. This isn't good.
Got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger.
This nigga sound like he reading off his BlackBerry again. This nigga sounds like he's reading off his BlackBerry again. I'm sorry. Honestly, this isn't even on some Kendrick, like, meat riding and none of that. Pause. But, like, this just doesn't sound like polished Drake. This sounds like Drake scrambling. This sounds like when P. Diddy was in the Drink Champ shit with Fabulous, got him scrambling and scraping. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, this isn't good, Drake. This isn't good. I don't like this not because it's like I dislike Drake. This isn't good, Drake. It is not good, bro. Damn. It sounds like Drake had that last track was his last one in the tuck, and now everything's from scratch. And he's not ready. He's not ready to compete with with the scratch. Nah, he can't do it off head. I'm sorry.
Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Okay, there's a little bit more left, but I don't think Drake should have went that. This sounds like a defense track instead of a diss track. There's some bars in there, but it seems like he spent a lot of time thinking about that pedigree stuff. And honestly, as a writer, Drake, you could have got that out in one bar. Like if I'm just off the top of my head, if I had to think how you say all of that without saying none of that, you could say, and you could say when it comes to the kids, when it comes to the kid stuff, I would never touch on that. And that would have been enough to get your point across. Because you're saying, I would never touch them. I'm not touching the subject. And that's not how I move. And you could have skated right back by trying to explain that. I think it takes away a lot. Honestly. Damn. And don't get me wrong. You see me with the stank face because Drake isn't a bad rapper. The stank face still says he's talking his ish. But it just doesn't sound like the Drake we are used to. The beat selection sounds off. His vocals sound rushed. The mix sounds off. I feel like he tried to get on a more mellow beat to take the Kendrick approach, but didn't want to go too into the R&B lane because he probably didn't want people to think he was trying to do what Kendrick did. I don't know. This isn't good, though. I don't think Drake gets a point for this. I think this response, honestly, if this is your last response, this is unneeded, bro. We don't need this. Take it back.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise.
Good exercise?
It's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out, though. You got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor,
Did he just say, I quit? This all sounds like him saying, all right, I'm done. You ever be roasting with your friends, and then your friend tells a joke that makes the whole room laugh, and you gotta just wait for the room to calm down before you get your rebuttal in? But in the back of your mind, no matter what you say, the rebuttal won't be enough. The room's already turned its favor. That's what this is. This is bad. Drake, this is horrible. Honestly. And to the Drake fans, I get it. It's tough. I'm not so much of a Kendrick Lamar fan that if he was losing, I would simply just be like, no, this is BS. I think Kendrick Lamar outcreated him, outwitted him, which I think that's all we give Drake. He's witty. He's creative. He's witty. Kendrick out-intellectualed him. He just out-rapped him. Everything. This isn't the response. You come back. And then to end it with basically you saying, yo, you got the, you know what I'm saying? This was fun. You got me. I'm out. When you start talking facts, I'm out. What? I don't know. Drake's a bitch. Bro, what? Drake's a bitch. Honestly, bro, what are we talking? Bro, you lost. That is it. Whether Kendrick responds or not, he lost. Drake fans, real talk, SMD. Bro, what are we talking about? This man just quit. He didn't just quit. He didn't just quit in this beef. He quit on his fans. He quit on all of the Drake stands in that house right now doing a baby cry. All of the Drake fans right now in that house doing a baby cry, saying, "Oh, Kendrick's not winning. He didn't even say nothing. Blah blah blah." Yo, he just quit on y'all. Don't be mad at Kendrick. Don't be mad at Kendrick's fans. Don't be mad at the internet. Don't get mad at the shade room. Drake quit on y'all. Let me do another one. To all of the Drake fans. To all of the Drake fans who believed in him. To the Drake fans who lived through him. To the light-skinned brothers and the light-skinned sisters who heard your wants and your needs in his music. He just quit on y'all. He left y'all out to dry. That's what this response is. He quit on y'all. He wasn't willing to go to the 12th round for y'all. It got too spicy. It got too real. He quit on you guys. Don't be mad at Kendrick. Don't blame the whole West Coast. Don't get mad at the Kendrick fans. Don't get mad at the Shade Room. Don't get mad at Charlamagne the God or DJ Academics or anybody who says, we think Drake lost. Drake lost because Drake The Heart Part 6 is not a diss record. It's some bullshit. He quit on y'all. This is a defense record. This isn't even... I don't know, man. I'm out. Sub to the channel. Thank you all, everybody who's leaving comments. I promise y'all, like, there's not a lot of y'all, I'll admit, but thank you to the ones who see that there's 0 comments in there and it's like, I'm down to be first. That means the world. Thank you. I'm out.